Hello everyone, I'm Jaideep Singh Chahal. So I think it's been a long gap, and finally there's nice snow coming up in the mountains. So we were just preparing for a short snow trip to Dalhousie, and the idea for this video came up. So we were packing at my friend's place, and we had both of these babies together. So same family, just different cosmetically is what normally people think, but a lot of differences. So we thought we'll do a short comparison video, and we'll also kind of go through the details of both of these vehicles. So uh, this on my right is the LC300, which has just come out, was launched in India last year, and the other one on the left is something you don't get to see very often. This is the LX500. Uh, uh, the model before this one used to be called the LX570, which I believe only came in a petrol trim. So this is the 500, which is the diesel, and then there's an LX600 which comes with the petrol engine as well. So we've got both of these together. These are practically, if you see, they're almost the same vehicle completely. A lot of differences as well. So we'll go through them briefly, and we'll start with the LC first. So this is the new platform. It's got a complicated name, TGIF or something, but yes, that is the new platform which has been started by Toyota. So both of these are based on the same platform, and this has the 3.4 V6 twin turbo. Uh, the previous LC200 used to have a V8, and now which has been downsized to a V6. So it's a 3400cc engine now. So huge front grille. We won't really go through the cosmetics that way. We've all seen what these vehicles look like. Triple projector headlamps, projector for the fog lamp as well. That's the basic stuff. So we'll come to the wheels next. This one has dwellers, Bridgestone dwellers with 20-inch alloy wheels. So uh, it's got like a dark chrome-ish finish. So neat looking alloys, chrome on the rearview mirrors. Uh, the side step is also integrated like it used to be in the previous model. Uh, Yes, big sturdy rails. So that is a big difference. Big sturdy rails, and it's got a sunroof. We'll see that once we cover the inside. We'll quickly go around the rear. Uh, Coming to the back side, this has a boxy edge. If you look at the LX, that won't have the boxy edge. This has like the boxy edge, and the third row glass is bigger. This has like a curved sportback kind of a feel with a smaller third row glass. Sadly, yes, no split tailgate on this one. The LC, what we used to think, always came with the split tailgates. So this one, it doesn't. So I believe this could be the first LC to not have a split tailgate or a barn door, because that always used to be one of the preferred options. So no third row as well. Yeah, that's another thing to see. There's no third row, and there's no provision for a third row as well. So just it's a 5-seater vehicle. Uh, if you can bring the camera around the other side, we'll quickly have a look at the interiors. So this has the ventilated seats, uh, beige interior, dual tone dashboard. That's all basic. What I love about Toyota is how they like to keep things basic and manual, and in a way that is going to last forever. Uh, Big display in the middle, but there's quite a few things which are different. Uh, Something which an off-road or a traveling enthusiast would like is that there's no option for a locking differential. That standard central diff lock is, of course, it is there, but there's no locking diff, no rear or front locking diff. And this is where you engage the 4x4 from. So this is an all-time 4x4 vehicle. You can push and go into the low range drive as well. We won't cover the other stuff, the size of the display or the wireless phone charger, that is all there. The the cooler is, of course, there, opens from both sides. It's a very neat trick. Both of them have the cooler that works almost in the same manner. But one thing that I actually found missing in this one is that sadly there is no wireless CarPlay for a vehicle which is close to 2.5 CR on road. There's no CarPlay. There's no Android CarPlay. There's no Apple CarPlay. So that was a little disappointing factor. Otherwise, there's not much that you ask for from a vehicle. These are basic vehicles, but I believe that is one feature that should have been there. Apart from that, this and the Lexus both, they've got the 10-speed auto, very very reliable gearboxes. The motor is very good. The response, actually, it doesn't make you feel as if it is, it is a V6. It feels like a very powerful, very capable vehicle, and I think people all around the world, they've been driving and testing these, and they worked out very very well. So another surprising thing uh, is, see, like the seat was in the driver's, you know, wherever the driver wanted it, and there's not much space. We've normally not really covered second row space ever, but if there's only four people going, then you're barely, if it's four healthy people traveling in a vehicle. So this is not very spacious, I would say. But definitely makes you miss the LC200, because that used to look like a wide pig with lots of space, and 4, 5, 6, it doesn't really matter, and you always had space. But I don't know. This is another thing that I feel should have been covered. Oh, another trick thing is that you've got the passengers also have an access to the cool box, so you can access it from there. There's quite a few small options for there's a lot of direct USB-C chargers. There's a cigarette lighter type charger, and of course the HDMI port and the volume control and your earphones that go in for the rear entertainment. I don't think these are ever used, but that is there. So now actually when we'll cover the Lexus, uh, what we'll do is I'll quickly try to point out the differences as well. There'll be quite a few differences, but we'll start with the front. Yes, this is the meme grill that a lot of people talk about. That slowly the grill is becoming bigger, and probably in the coming few years, the grill size is going to become bigger than the complete front itself. But it kind of grows on you. Like when this vehicle came in last year, um, we were kind of unsure about how it would look, because these came in a very limited number. I believe Lexus India brought in like 80, 84 or 87 of these, and these are all on pre-order and pre-booking. But yes, so this is the front grille. You can see again. So since we've got both of these together, I'll quickly turn this off. It is going to be distracting. I'll quickly turn that off. So now what we can do is I'll quickly brief you through what the Lexus has. So if you can see, the triple projectors, projector fog lamp, but all very similar, but still very different. And that is what the Lexus story always has been. You can always see a Camry in the ES300, but it's still not there. So same way, if you keep looking at it closely, the hood is almost the same, but it's not the same. And the wing mirrors, they're almost the same, but still they're not. So very subtle differences, but uh, we'll come to a conclusion if this is worth the money at the end of the video. So wheels, it comes with the bigger wheels. This has the diamond cut finish, 22 inches. This has the Geolanders, some Australian model. We don't see that here. It's called the XCV. I think that's the XCV G something, and 22-inch wheels. This had the 20, so 2-inch bigger wheels, and a lot of other differences that I'll quickly now point out. If you can bring the camera here, when we close the LC, it closes like a normal car. This has the soft close. So when you go like this, and it gets pulled in on its own. It's got the soft close that we've been seeing on luxury vehicles for the longest time. So this has the soft close, exactly same door handles. If you can see, the door handles are practically the exact same shape, so no difference there. Um this has the neater looking recessed rails. The LC has the bigger, the higher rails with the clamping option. This has the other clamp that goes onto the rails. And coming along the backside, the quarter glasses are, of course, like I pointed out, this has like a boxy looking quarter glass, the LC, and the Lexus has a very triangular and the sharp edged sportback kind of a feel in the rear. So it looks a little different that way. And then this has the big uh, parking lamp that goes all across the width. So the rear, this is the difference. That has the split single tail lamp. This has the joint tail lamp, and uh, it kind of gives me a very Dodge-ish feel, but it looks very neat. So, but again, there's no split tailgate on the Lexus as well. Um just like the LC, this also has just 5-seater option. There's no third row option here. So that's about it. And of course, one major difference with the LC and of course between the LC and the Lexus is that we cannot pick, if you can come this side, we cannot pick the choice of interior in the LC. Whereas in the Lexus, it is for you to choose. It is up to you what color you want. So even for the exterior and for the interior. So since these came only as per order, so the exterior is it's a very strange color. I actually forgot the name as well. So it looks silver in the sun, and when parked in in the shade, it becomes like a grayish golden shade. So it's like a trademark Lexus color. Uh, Another thing to see is that the fenders are the exact same. So this fender shape and this fender shape, you'll not see any difference. Uh, Now for the major difference part, we'll quickly go on the inside. If you can bring the camera around the other side. So the Lexus, oh, there's another comparison that we'll do in the end. The keys are very different. So this has the double display, and of course, even on an almost 3 CR vehicle, your sunroof is manual. We'll trust Toyota and Lexus with that. That this is supposed to be like this because it won't go bad. So yes, so this is the interior. Lovely materials used in the interior as well. The steering wheel is very very driver friendly. The paddle shifters are placed very beautifully. The material that is used is, I think, I can't really compare it to any other vehicle. Very good quality interiors. And I again I forgot the name for this one, but the optional color of leather was very beautiful. So this is like a tan-ish color. Again, leather wrapped dash. Uh, Cooler accessible from both sides. There's a this one, the wireless charger is there. Of course, the screen is bigger. There's a fingerprint scanner you can lock, and then there's a chauffeur mode, then there's a valet mode. There's a lot of other stuff. But coming to the main bit, there is one very beautiful difference that I feel is I won't say justifies, but that that gives you more features for more money kind of a feel, is these two little buttons right here. So the LC300 that has been launched in India, it does not come with the famous air ride suspension. So you cannot take it doesn't go up and down like the LC200 used to. So it's got a fixed suspension only, whereas the Lexus retains that. And I think that is a major difference, which kind of brings out a huge change in the way it drives. So the LC has a slight Fortuner-ish feel to it. They both pull the same, they both stop the same, not much difference in that. But the ride is definitely, I would say, better in the Lexus. So both of these vehicles, they've done around 15,000 kilometers, and they've been driven extensively. So I think the way this one feels and the way it moves on the road, it gives you much more confidence. I would say it is a much plush ride when you compare it with the LC300. So other than that, sadly again, there's no locking differential option. Same 3.4 V6, same motor, twin turbo diesel, exactly same torque and power specs, but same drivetrain, 10-speed auto, but we don't have a rear or a front locking differential. Just the standard central lock diff is there. Otherwise, this is again a full-time 4x4. Yeah. Another thing, this neat little knob is how you select the 4x4, um, like the LC had like a flat toggle switch. This has the knob with which you select the low range and you switch back to the high range. So looking carefully, this is where the steering, where the driver's seat is positioned right now. We'll quickly have a look at the back seat space. I'm sure there's a lot of features and options that I've missed out, but pretty much the same. We've got the infotainment systems covered, so almost the same size of screens, uh, very similar armrest, split seats 60 and 40. The roof is beautiful soft material, and it is very dark. So the interiors of this one are very dark as compared with the LC. If you can focus on that little piece, that speaker in the door. So this is another difference. The Lexus comes with the Mark Levinson sound, and I think it has like 25 speakers. I don't know where they fit 25 speakers in a car this size. I'm having trouble understanding you. We were not talking to her. So this has the Mark Levinson sound, and the LC has the standard JBL, which I believe is the synthesis series, as it is available in the Fortuner as well. And there are blinds in the rear windows, same on this one, same in this one. That has a tint as well, but not factory. So we'll quickly go around the front and we'll pop the hood. So if you can point that side. So since this video was not a planned one, so that is how we're illuminating it for you, because we were not sure when we'll have these two babies together again. So if you look at the engine bay, it is practically the exact same. They're both the same. Just note this, and let's come around the other side. Exactly same. That is the only difference. So this has the Lexus badging, that has the Toyota badging. No other difference. One major difference that we actually found in both of these was the amount of damping that has gone into the Lexus. So it is the same motor with the same drivetrain, same highway terrain oriented tires. The sound inside the Lexus is at least half of what you can hear inside the LC, and that definitely, when you're spending so much, it does make a lot of difference. What I would actually say is the Lexus definitely lives up to the expectations, but the LC, if you compare it with the hardcore LC200, the one that we all love, it kind of disappoints a little when compared in terms of size, when compared in terms of when compared in terms of the suspension. Because see, this is not really going to be used for harsh off-roading. We'll see snow maybe once or twice a year, and mainly for traveling, we'll go to Leh maybe, but that's about it. For when you see an LC, you'd think of overlanding there and then. But then that way, that again, that's a personal opinion. I think it does lack a little for somebody who's spending 2.2, 2.3. This one retailing for ex showroom for like 2.9. The difference is kind of justified because if you start going through the list, the number of differences is huge. This one also has an electric assist on the steering, so that has taken away the front heavy steering feel that the LC always used to have. So some used to love that, some don't. But the steering on both is different, even though the underpinnings are the same. One one more difference that I really wanted to show you was the keys of both of these cars. So if you look at this, it'll remind you of, I think, all models of Toyota Innova, Fortuner, and all other Toyota vehicles. The only difference is that it says LandCruiser on the backside, whereas the Lexus has a very nice looking key, and it still looks fancier, and the metal trim, it matches the brushed aluminium used inside. I think definitely if somebody has that kind of money and is looking at spending a big amount, i would I would always pick the Lexus. That is again just a personal opinion. Nothing against the LC, but the only thing is that I'm really missing the air ride that the earlier models used to come with. But these definitely need to be bigger. I think the resale for the LC200s have gone up ever since the LC300 was released, because people, I think, expected a little more in terms of size. I would say in terms of luxury, this is not even comparable. This is a beautiful product, but for ruggedness and size, I think there is still a little more that Toyota can do. Maybe a midlife refresh, maybe they can add something, but still hoping for a lot. So both of these are owned by friends and they're in the same group itself. So not comparing or giving one points against the other. The both amazing vehicles which are going to run the same way probably for the next 20, 30, 40 years. That is one thing Toyotas are known for. But if we ever get to travel on these, if we take these on a long road trip or anywhere, we'll definitely try to cover that. If you have any suggestions or queries, or there's anything that you want me to cover in specific, please do let me know. Thank you.